This is Blades on our 31 spooky movies of Halloween. It's not Blade, it's not Wesley Snipes, sorry. You know, every October, I like to dig up something weird, something so strange, magnificently dumb, and crazy that it loops back around and becomes a masterpiece. And friends, Blades is exactly that kind of movie, and I would not have known about this movie had it not been for user comments, so thank you. Released in 1988, Blades starts off pretending to be a somewhat serious horror movie, a straight-faced thriller about something or someone evil lurking in the tall grass of a country club. The cinematography looks ominous, the music is intense, and everyone acts like they're in Jaws. But instead of water, you have grass. And instead of a shark, you have a killer demon lawnmower. Yes! A killer lawnmower. This movie's real. It was written, funded, filmed, and edited by human beings who looked at each other, read the script, and then said the words, "Yes, this works, let's film it." Blades actually takes itself pretty seriously, up to a point. For the first 30-40 minutes or so, it's played almost completely straight. There's a mysterious attack on a golf course and the locals are baffled. Something is out there, they whisper, staring into the perfectly manicured fairway like it's the dark abyss of the sea. You can almost hear the filmmakers whispering, "Don't laugh, we're doing art." And then, somewhere around the halfway mark, it's like everyone on set collectively realized, wait a second, this is about a killer lawnmower. And that's when Blades drops the act and turns into one of the most gloriously unhinged, hysterically over-the-top horror comedies ever made. Just to be sure, this movie turns into a Jaws parody halfway through. The transformation is wild, and it's kind of sudden. What begins as a somewhat serious murder mystery slowly mutates into a cartoon. The characters start yelling ridiculous lines with total conviction. There are cartoon sound effects. The editing speeds up. The attacks become more ridiculous. The trauma and drama turns into slapstick. By the final act, you're watching an all-out, scene-for-scene spoof, complete with wide-eyed actors sprinting through the grass while trying not to trip over their own dignity. And I love it! I absolutely loved it. The best part is that the movie never winks at you. It doesn't have to pause to say, "Hey, look at how clever we are." No. Blades barrels forward with absolute sincerity, even as it descends into complete lunacy. Every reaction is overacted to the heavens. Every line is delivered like Shakespeare by people who have never seen a camera before. The result? Pure comedic gold. That is what makes Blades so special, is that it's intentionally bad, but in the right way. So many movies try to be so bad they're good on purpose, and they just end up being bad. But Blades threads that needle. It's self-aware enough to lean into its ridiculous premise while not being so self-aware that it becomes smug or lazy. It just plays it straight just long enough for you to buy in before gleefully mowing you down with pure chaos. As the movie goes on, the tone gets zanier and zanier until it ends up feeling like live-action cartoons, Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, except with the killer lawnmower, which would have made Tom and Jerry better. There are chase scenes, overblown death sequences, a Quint-like death, dialogue that could have been written by someone who fell asleep watching Jaws and woke up watching Caddyshack. The third act is pure, unhinged energy, people shouting, explosions, grass, a showdown so ridiculous. In the name of the great orca herself, you can't help but cheer. By the time it's over, you realize you haven't been watching a horror movie at all. You've been watching an undercover spoof, a masterclass in how to make something so ridiculous that it honestly kind of becomes genius. And this was a Lloyd Kaufman movie. Here's the thing. Blades is entertainingly bad. And that's rarer than you think because they do it on purpose. Most bad movies, or movies that are made to be bad, are boring or painful. This was just fun. It's packed with energy, bizarre creativity, and that special, we made this with $75 and a dream charm that defines great B movies. It's clever without meaning to be, funny without trying too hard, and weirdly watchable. It's the cinematic equivalent of a mullet haircut, business up front, Party in the back. And yes, Blade starts out pretending to be something it's not, but by the halfway mark, it turns into something far better. A chaotic, hilarious, off-the-rails horror comedy, and it knows exactly what it is, and it knows exactly how it trolls you. It's a movie so stupid it becomes smart, and so sincere that it becomes hysterical. If you've never seen it, do yourself a favor, grab some popcorn, mow the lawn, for safety reasons, and enjoy one of the most delightfully absurd horror parodies ever made. I think I can safely say that. And that is why you should make Blades from 1988 one of your 31 spooky movies of Halloween. Yeah, so thank you to the commenter who said I should check this movie out. I did almost immediately, because whenever you told me it was about a demon lawnmower, I thought, oh, I have to watch that, and I do not regret it. It was spectacular. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a movie you think I should check out for 31 spooky movies of Halloween, check below, or at least check the old 31 spooky movies of Halloween segments that I've done, and make sure I haven't done it before, because whenever you guys suggest it, it just gets really irritating. I'm just kidding. I love to hear from you guys. Also, Patreon's down there. You know what to do. Plus, like, share, subscribe, mow your lawn for God's sakes. And I'll see you next time.